The last game of the group stage, everything will be decided after this one. 40 can't claim rank 1 anymore, but he can help Labyrinth, who had a fantastic season, 13 wins in a row. Happy is 4 points behind Labby. That means 4 points isn't enough because Happy lost the direct encounter to Labby. Happy needs 5 points. That means he needs a 3-1 at least against the best human and his fiercest rival in the scene. Fortitude, leading into this series, has practiced with Labby, so they have a common goal here apparently. The first match on the new patch between the two greatest gamers in this game. Happy versus 40. Let's go.
Happy had a successful block, by the way, with the Acolyte, the first creep. Fortitude is going for the big lab. This seems to point towards one base play. Not expansion, but rather one base aggression. When you take the lab this early, it opens the door far and wide for an AM to hit a quick level 3. And a big mana potion is what you love to find right here. Happy is aware of the possibility of an aggressive play by the opponent, still going for the expansion attempt.
Alrighty, both players have different philosophies than most. 40, of course, super one base heavy in recent days and weeks. No, almost no expansion plays from his side anymore. Happy always brute forcing these expansion, also probably the best in cancelling them, and also very, very clean creep routes, not giving his opponent many chances to inflict damage. The big mana potion can of course be a game changer. So far, relatively passive for Fortitude standards, but we also know his level 3 is always a goal, and then we'll see if he goes left to his own expo, but no, he clicked the tech, and you were spot on with the one base suggestion.
There's always a very strong play humans can go for. AM on the way to attack while the militia are creeping, so he hits the level up on the aggressive move. And now we got the level 3. And this is not going to be easy for Happy to hold, but AM has to be concerned with the Impale surround. Happy gets one surround right here, Vanilla against a footy, looking for more. Oh, it's 2 footies picked off right away.
That's like 2 layers of surround around that footman. What a group hug that is. Is it enough though? Human vs. Undead, Warcraft version of American football. The Archmage is the quarterback, and that pass with the water mantle towards the enemy finish line is pretty much perfect. Happy's expansion should be cancelled.
Easy cancel. Happy, by the way, sending beetles up north. He knows that some peasants in the human main base are hurt. It's going to be 1 or 2 going down minimum. As Happy is looking for some kills also on his side of the map. AM slowed. Could perhaps be surrounded here. Happy not going for it though. Looking for footy kills instead, as the beetles are indeed being annoying.
Man, he keeps the Crypt Lord on level 2.9 for a long time. Now level 3. Now he will get some help here, but this expansion is delayed for a while. Happy now, shifting gear to full defense. Gets an early graveyard, and then another expansion attempt, but so far... Oh, that was so close with that water elemental, almost another cancel. So far, no second crypt. This is not gonna be too easy for Happy, but he did a lot of damage towards Footman.
One of those footies trying to heal at the fountain, not allowed. The beetle is there. Another expo cancel would be huge. I think another expo cancel is necessary for 40 to break Happy in this first map. Happy fanning out his units, trying to block the entrance.
Ooh, on the right-hand side, there's no defense whatsoever. 2 footies breaking through. Do they have enough damage? Probably not. Ghoul block here, amazing. A 3rd footman comes through, and the Archmage is in range as well. 40's offense, marvelous.
That is the cancel. More water elementals falling, more experience for the Crypt Lord. No denies here, as it seems. There's still more mana on this AM. Let's not forget. That big mana potion, key component. And 40 now on tier 2, adding in the Mountain King.
Okay, he's still got the staff as well to get out of potential surrounds. Happy is rather conservative with his mana. Is not spamming Impale. This might be a chance here. Thank you, Tommy D. Doesn't get much better than this. I agree, my man. I agree. Happy's forward defense didn't necessarily work too well. He's a little bit in the ropes, but always chance for rebounds.
It went for very early double crypt plus graveyard. So now he's got fiends already coming. It's going to be daytime pretty soon. 30 seconds. Then you could think perhaps also about a Zeppelin. Happy scouting at all times with the Beatles. Haunted Goldmine still not finished. Can 40 get another cancel? If he gets another cancel, that would be huge for him.
He would have to commit the mana potion, I guess. Without the water elementals, not enough damage. He has one more. Beatles scouting this beautifully. Also scouting the left-hand side for any run-bys. Good vision by Happy. Good prep for Fortitude to let's go of that base. He is level 3 already. Mountain King's coming, so are Rifles. When is he calling the boys?
Oh, he's a bit low on lumber, right? That Beetle harass in the main base was annoying. He doesn't have long rifles yet. And he doesn't have adept training yet either.
That's a problem, and Happy's Expo is very close to finishing here. This will not be cancelled any longer. Atypically, 40 made no dives into the main base. He oftentimes looks for graveyards or crypts in production. Not the case here. Happy though, still hasn't started the deck.
They're now joining into the fight as well. Stormbolt on the Ghoul didn't end up with the kill. That's very unusual. Fortitude doesn't have the hugest army here, not the most amazing firepower. And Happy skirmishing with a lot of small units. Ghouls, Beetles, Skellies at times, and now also a good number of Fiends.
Feels like 40 is a bit overwhelmed in the macro department. There is a priest coming, but no upgrade and still no long rifles, nor an attack upgrade here. We've seen that in the series versus Lin as well. He's fully focused on fights in fights, but no production behind that, and that oftentimes puts him a bit behind.
He's saving a couple of ghouls on very low HP here as well. This heal scroll is going to be very important. I think Happy has to make a priority out of this heal scroll. Going over to the shop, he can afford a lot. Happy, speaking of macro, also perhaps not flawless. He's a lot of gold floating here. Now finally beginning the tech. Should have been perhaps a bit earlier.
He is currently at 150 lumber. I think it's fair to say that he kind of forgot to click. Both players very, very focused on their micro. Cryptlord sharking around, trying to prevent double level ups, as 40 is rather close to that.
Impale on all priests, Neo. He hits all of them, trying to take him out quickly with the piercing damage. Those priests can fall fast, but it's going to be return kills on the fiends at the same time. First fiend kill right here, thanks to the MK Stormbolt and right-click follow-ups. But there's no healing going on right now in the middle of this fight. These priests are trying to run away. Another one goes down. Level ups everywhere.
Crazy. Double level 4 and level 5, level 2. So Bash is a thing now. Gotta respect that. For Happy's Fiend control is amazing. A rogue squad of 4 fiends chasing the priests away, also chasing some rifles away. Supply is even, tech advantage for now on 40's side, but of course the double base for Happy and tech is halfway done.
When tier 2 is finished, we're going to get a Death Knight, possibly Slaughterhouse, and also mana potions. Perhaps most importantly, mana potions. That's also why Happy is setting up a Tomb of Relics at the expansion. I think that's a really good move indeed. Fortitude finally picked up a heal scroll. That's going to be very necessary as well. Happy used his heal scroll already earlier, holding on still to Invo Potion though.
40 is running out of time. Happy is getting more and more stable. Builds a shop at the expo as well as upgraded towers. We're aiming for the red spot. Happy seems to have an idea with the skeleton scout. Goes for the lab himself. A big combat item for the defense that is to come. 40 has one more shot, one more opportunity.
So many good items here for Happy. What's it gonna be? Big mana! Oh, damn! On the Cryptlord getting closer to level 5. But the thing is, there's so many good items here for him. Scroll the Beast would have been sick. Big Heal Potion would have been sick. Big Invuln as well. Even the one of Mana Steal. There's basically no bad items here for Happy. This was a really, really valuable camp, regardless of outcome. Use the big Mana Potion right away. With tier 2 now finishing. Fortitude, you have to strike right now.
There's no militia call just yet. He's at 50. Going in for another priest. Level 4.5 and level 3. He got that so important dwarf Invis Cryptlord. Couldn't steal the Invuln. That goes to 40. He has a reveal. Stormbolt, hold on. Can he hold the Cryptlord in a surround? He can't even go for the surround at all. And now this is a wonky fight outside of Expo territory.
Wait. Get away here with the TP. That's a lot of gold, but Gold is certainly something Happy has.
Bro, how did he know that there's a Crypt Lord there?
I think he saw that the Invis potion was on cooldown in the shop, so... probably was a little bit of a tell.
A player's forces are under attack.
What a play. These guys know each other inside out. We got a Tome of Retraining for Blizzard or Clap is the question.
Silly mask. Okay. We're not done yet here, Neo. Impale comes through. No one of... we do have one negation. Excuse me. And now Tome of Retraining. And now we got the Blizzard.
Blizzard is an absurd spell if you have the uptime. And if Happy invests Impales to shut that down, that's already a win. If he gets this to level 3, he got the damage that's currently missing.
And he's not far away. Happy not taking to tier 3, by the way. A tier 3 army should absolutely annihilate this human army, though. I wonder if Happy should go tier 3, even if it perhaps costs him the expansion. Repairing now also, of course, very hard against the Blizzard.
I love the Blizzard transition, by the way. More and more Undeads, Happy first and foremost, are going for Mana Potion and Wand of Negation. Wand of Negation shuts down Water Elementals, and they have no good use. So switching here seems to be the very right call. Coil to open this up. Impale, nice. Again, full damage on the Priest, but Blizzard is there to even this out. Fiends are slow and hard to maneuver out of the AoE.
Great timing on the Militia. That's more damage against those Fiends. We have an Impale again. And the Crypt Lord is getting stronger and stronger, by the way. Level 5 for him is not far away anymore.
He has a heal scroll, another Fiend falling, damage numbers on Archmage rising, beautiful Impale once again, Mountain King in a little bit of trouble, Impale countered by that heal scroll, Mountain King still has so much mana and that's level 5 and this is where Blizzard gets really dangerous.
Mage far forward, maybe dangerous position for him. One rifle goes down, not sure if he got the experience for that actually. Stormbolt on the Death Knight is taking a lot of damage, falling back, healing on the Blight, healing from the statues.
Normally we need a workshop to put pressure on the buildings and towers, but now the Blizzard can fill that role. Instead, shop is coming up for heal potion, mana potions. Another good call by 40.
If Happy shouldn't have gone tier 3. Even if he loses the expansion, with tier 3. Hold on, Mountain King in trouble now. Heal potion just in time though.
Oh, doesn't use it. He's holding on. What a madman. Level up as well. So much damage. Happy is chasing the dwarf, but exposes his army to the Blizzard. Another beautiful Impale. 40 the boss. He's teasing Happy here. Mountain King. What a overboss, but also the Crypt Lord almost dying. But what about all these Fiends, man? A Blizzard of a lifetime.
Crypt Lord, super low HP again! What about the Mountain King now? Oh my god, everything here's hurt. Crypt Lord about to die.
He's firing away! The Archmage gets the kill! Are you kidding me, Fortitude?
Well. Fortitude makes this push work with Blizzard. Happy. Maybe too stubborn to hold on here without tier 3.
Crypt Lord back. But of course, not looking too great.
Human heroes are just way stronger here. The levels are sensational.
Wait, where is that thing? Is the Crypt Lord dead or not? Overlay says no. Okay, now he's back from the tavern. But yeah, no mana.
Stormbolt again and again. The Sorceress is also for slow, by the way.
The Blizzard
so amazing.
Is way too crazy. 20,000 damage, Archmage. This is mental. 40 takes map number 1, man. And if anyone had any doubt if he takes this prestigious series seriously, you got your answer right here.
Let's see what we're getting here out the gate. Happy's going to be opening with the Ghoul strat once again. No surprise here. It was a surprise yesterday where we saw 1-0 playing a Ted Fiend build. Can you believe it? In one of the maps in the series on Last Refuge, busted out the Ted Fiends. Almost defeated Sok in that series there already. And then with a gigantic throw, gave away the map before giving away the series. Was a 6 series though. Guys, if you haven't seen 1-0 versus Sok yesterday, I guess I just spoiled it for you. But even if it's spoiled, then still, you want to watch that. That was amazing.
Exactly. Just as amazing as Manske with the sub and Sir Cunningham His lordness. Thank you very much for the 2-month. Happy upper left-hand side. Angeline leaves the game. Fortitude on the right-hand side so far. We stick with the first heroes. Archmage versus Cryptlord. What? Again, no switches, no liches. We get probably the same as we've seen before, as our Chinese observers seem to have some issues. Thankfully, there's Flow TV available for them as well. Are there any reasons to change anything for Fortitude, and what's Happy's reason to pick this map?
The really good thing for Fortitude here, if he wants to play aggressive, is he's got a Merc camp to work with. So a Priest, and more importantly, a Berserker later could add in a lot more damage if he wants to go for the Expo cancel. As Happy is, again, going for the expansion play.
Once again, the reminder for everybody tuning in late, this is Happy do or die from here on out on every map. It might be a best of 5, but this is not what it's about. It's about Happy claiming 5 points to win the group stage and go into the grand final. If he's not winning 5 points, he's gonna be second and only in the semi.
Only the semi-final guaranteed, you say? Happy must indeed be washed. Archmage this time, not with the best item to start things off. We saw a big mana potion on map 1 that was really good. Now it's a parry app, which is good in some situations, not in this one. Happy, he picks up Ring of Protection, decent on the Cryptlord, but he's not going to be the focus target early on. It is going to be that Haunted Gold Mine.
Okay then. I wouldn't be too surprised to see another rifle push here. We've seen this plenty of times, rolling towards the upper right hand side. Redo slows down the creeping a little bit, but as so many players, 40 is respecting Happy's last hit capabilities, puts pressure on the Beetle, that one's gone. Wand of Illusion for timing scouts, kinda nice. How can 40 out-dribble Happy this time? I gotta say, relatively easy for now. He can just go straight to the Expo once again. Happy is not defending.
He's in the wrong position. This is unconventional, unusual to see by him. He's trying to set up a wall here, though. Their up tower isn't even up yet. This is going to be one easy cancel for sure.
And that's also level 3 on top of things. 40 is putting up a clinic just like High Toon is setting up one great tournament after the next. And the 5 gift subs here. Much love, you tournament legend and supporting legend. Hearts in the chat for High Toon once again.
They got the Berserker, by the way. This is a big deal. 40 not going to have that one available to use in his continued aggressive endeavor. Because sure, one expansion cancel is nice. But what about a second expansion cancel?
Well, it's twice as nice, I'd say. Quick math.
Right. That's absolutely right. In many games that we saw from Happy recently, got a very high level Cryptlord very quickly. Not looking that way this game. Cryptlord only level 2 and not close at all to the level up here.
That was also the case on Concealed Hill, kind of, right? And 40 is ascending with the levels, got the staff again. High emphasis on getting out of these impale surrounds. There was one surround already, only on an illusion. I think that's nice, because of course staff can also be used offensively. And 40 on a little bit of a timer, trying to lure Happy away to the right-hand side, faking an illusion on the left-hand side. And the real Archmage, he does stand up to this Haunted Gold Mine. Water Elemental, can it get in range, or will he surround it first? I think this... Oh, is it in range? No, just barely.
Oh, Archmage also, he can't get in range. Can the footies do it? Do the footies have enough damage? Having no Berserker here is really relevant right now. It might still be enough damage though. Is it?
Footman reposition. Archmage dribbling. Oh yeah, that's the second cancel. Again, the impale damage mitigation too late. And Archmage has to use the town portal soon after all that chip damage. If he gets the Berserker, that's another huge win, of course. Can he hold that Archmage long enough?
I am very low HP. How bad does he want this Berserker? He's gonna get it with the Water Elemental. Oh man, Happy's in bad shape.
Happy is about to lose the grand final here. He's not even forcing the town portal. Footman able to run away. Cryptlord now level 3. Keeps one here as a scout. But man, the cancel culture is strong in 40. Drops the parry app while the Priest is healing him for that extra efficiency, then leaves it on the ground for for another pickup. Dude, he's not afraid of anything.
Happy trying to at least get strong levels here. Creeping up the next camp with the ghouls. Might make it to level 4 pretty quickly. As another footy falls in the middle. Can 40 think about another expansion cancel? Is there a window here? He's healing up. He's got one water elemental ready in a moment. But I guess now that ship has sailed, but he did his job. He did his job in the early game.
Dude, what an efficient way of healing that was, by the way. Dropping the parry up there. Can't make any progress, but now Mountain King at the ready.
Oh,
Happy
wait.
just... Yeah, Zeppelin, man. Zeppelin drop.
5 seconds.
That's gonna be
40 though.
close. He's not going for it. Rather creeping. Mountain King levels have been fantastic. Happy scouts at this time. Gets the second crypt a little bit earlier. Once again, full defense mode. Tech behind after the mass production. This is gonna be a late tier 2 again.
Happy trying to creep as much as he can right now. Get close to that level 5. Very often level 5 is a game winner. On the previous map, it wasn't though.
Invis Potion Crypt Lord again on the left hand side. Heal scroll ready. Was that MK2? No, I think not. Invis Crypt Lord. How much damage can you do with that Impale level 2?
There's no militia joining yet, so this is not the full commit, I don't think.
Waiting for an Impale. There's not much to hit. He's probably gonna hit it all.
Looking for the surround, maybe. Nope, not really. One mana steal. Oh, that's so good against Crypt Lord.
That's right. Takes the Impale away. The second one. We got long rifles. Maybe time for a Zeppelin now with the rifle. Absolutely. No anti-air for Happy.
And no web for a long time. Oh, that Zeppelin is huge, dude. That Zeppelin is gigantic.
He's tearing these ghouls apart one after the next, and every herd rifle is up in the Zeppelin. Repositioned there to safety. We still have that heal scroll, mind you.
No mana still. One of mana steal. Still available, by the way. Can use that in a moment. Heal scroll committed. Happy down in supply. Uh-oh. Down in tech as well. Gonna be losing more units. Fortitude is looking tremendous. Another ghoul kill. He's getting 2 right here. Happy trying to get items from the shop. He's finally got fiends.
Dude, that Zeppelin. What a sick game this is by 40. Going up for level 4. Really close to the Brilliance Aura. Needs some regen maybe. The priests are of course there for a reason. Tier 2 for Happy has only started now.
Zeppelin can hold so much value. Tower cancelled, but the trouble is still to come.
Happy will fight until the very last unit. He knows that 4 points aren't enough. 2 points aren't enough. He needs the 5. Fiends are coming in. Mountain King 2.5. Very patient play with that Wand of Mana stealing. Always low mana on the Crypt Lord because he lost so many ghouls. He needs the beetles.
Being set up at the expansion, and this time we have a workshop. We're gonna get to the mortar teams. Perhaps no Blizzard this game, but we are gonna get mortar teams really soon. There's no way Happy can cancel this workshop in the position that it's in, and the tower is also gonna be coming up.
Happy still needs so much time for tier 2. That's a lot of presence for water elementals, of course. And last game, Happy was at 1400 gold at the arrival of tier 2. I question if that's going to be the case this time due to all the reinforcements he had to do.
Here comes the Dispel from the Priest, by the way. I guess he only had 1 available with the mana. Priest skill here is so good. It's not much damage from these fiends, really. And the Priests are healing up that damage easily, little by little.
Great Oasis song, of course, but also very effective play. The shop is down thanks to a split water elemental to the right-hand side. No available mana potions during the defense.
And I forgot about the altar.
No way!
No Altar of Darkness. No Death Knight coming.
That's horrible! And no tech, of course, either.
It's looking bad for Happy. This is looking very bad.
Mountain King saved into the Zeppelin once again. This captain needs a raise for the value he provided. What's up?
First
Level
team
3.
is out, starting to do damage against the buildings. More and more fiends are falling. Happy now making the altar. Oh, that is so delayed. Another fiend drops.
A minute delay on the life-saving DK. Another minute added on top to the tag. Happy showing nerves.
Rare to see. Very, very rare to see. One of negation has been purchased that can be used here against the water elementals. One taken out right away, but now Expo isn't even really paying off anymore. He has to repair all the time.
Exactly. And I love the shot by 40. Unlike Happy, he got that set up in the second line of defense. Mana potion, heal potions always available. Wonder what the right army composition is, how hard you want to commit to water teams. It's relatively easy to overcommit, but maybe that's not the most important thing here. Wand of negation used on that water. He wants, of course, level 5, but he's still so far away.
It's easy for the MK now to get killed, and Happy's gonna give it up. This map is over, and this match is not over yet, but there's no big result for Happy to get anymore. First place goes to Labyrinth with this result.
Labyrinth with his first tier 1 tournament grand final. The 13 game win streak catapults him into the highest level of competition. He was in a War 3 Champions Grand Final, but never in a Dolphin Cup, never in a Don't Force Me Cup, etc. This is his biggest moment of his career, and he didn't even play today. Hello viewer. You are watching the Dolphin Warcraft Super League, an amazing tournament with 200 matches over 2 months where 15 players are competing for $28,000. To be able to broadcast this, we had to acquire the broadcasting rights from the sponsor and organizer. We gladly did this because it's peak content and just an amazing competition. We had to pay from our own pockets though, and if you like what we do, and if you like that we bring you the games free of charge, then you can help us make it worth it. At backtowarcraft.com/support, you find all the ways to support it, whether that's a Twitch sub or a YouTube membership or a dono or a Patreon, or just grab a little bit of our merch in the stream description. Thank you for your attention, and now have fun with the games. 40 left-hand side, Happy right-hand side. Echo Isles has been through many phases. We got an Archmage confirmed, and we got a Crypt Lord confirmed. So for now, more of the same.
I was wondering if 40 was perhaps going to get cheeky here and bust out the Pally Rifles again. Why not? Nothing to play for anymore in this series, but no, 40 is going to go with his tried and true AM one more time. But yeah, definitely big specialty here. Happy's going to have Shadow Priest to make use of early on, and that makes him a lot more solid defensively against those elementals. This should be a much better early game for Happy. And for that reason, 40 is likely to take a more passive approach, I would think, and go for his own expansion play.
Okay, we got workers, or a worker on the left-hand side. Happy's favorite little trick here. Oh, steals the Shadow Priest. Nice. His favorite little trick here is pull the creep camps together. The green towards the orange, almost makes a red. That slows down the human for sure, and opens up time for Crypt Lord expansion.
The great thing on this map is also you can, hire the Shadow Priest. That slows down ghoul production. But on this map, you can creep with only 2 ghouls because the expansion is so easy. Most other maps you have to take with 3 ghouls. Yeah, this map is insanely good for Crypt Lord expansion.
We get a Ring of Protection, not ideal. 1 damage first and foremost here. But at the very least, put it to the pawn shop when you go for boots and staff.
AM could hit a very fast level 3 here in this game. Sending the militia down south. Also some peasants didn't quite pick up the axes in time. Alright, they're gonna get sent back. And AM looking for the first little aggressive maneuver. Not even creeping with his force, because also 40 knows, well, this expansion is so easy to creep. Why waste my time there with the hero?
Exactly. Still sends the footies and the water elemental as the cooldown is ticking. Now the question, is an Archmage and a Water Elemental enough to cancel this Haunted Goldmine? Happy is still in defense mode.
And 40's getting a big experience lead here. About to hit that level 3. Staff already available. And Happy stuck on level 1 for a while. He doesn't want to have this expansion cancelled again.
And then we don't even need that staff at the moment, because there is no impale. I mean, there could always be vanilla surrounds, right? But he is in position, unlike Springtime, where he moved out when he was needed home the most, opened up a possibility for another cancel. This shall not happen here. But yeah, two base play for the first time.
There's no way around it anymore. AM staffing home. Not gonna get those claws denied, as the Beatles were intending. And only now Happy gets to creep the Merc camp. Smart movement, good creep route, with the AM running across the map when he did. He prevented Happy from getting the Merc camp, so with that he solidified a good experience lead with a lot of mana, by the way.
Yeah, very conservative. Both players full mana. Big item here that is level 2. 40 scouting has been superb pretty much the entire series. He sees, oh, Happy, you're like 10 feet away from your expo. Let's go.
Full mining established a little bit earlier for the human, but it's basically the same timing on both sides. Question is who can tech faster. Looks like also there 40 is going to be just a little bit ahead.
So many mercs, so much firepower. Archmage pivoting into the main as he sees, okay, you're defending there. You just finished your creep. Okay, that's an opening for me.
Yeah, and he's hoping the tech isn't started, and he's hoping that Happy doesn't have enough lumber. And indeed, Happy is just a little bit short on lumber. At the same time, Footy's attacking in the south, looking to kill Acolytes there. Happy reacting a little bit late with the Acolytes, losing one of them. Unusual for Happy, losing 2 of them.
Oops.
This is big mistakes for Happy standards.
Whoops! And there's still a Water Elemental, right? In the main, yeah, hunting these ghouls. He still doesn't have enough lumber for the tech. Might have to wait now to rebuild these Acolytes. That's extra tech timing on top. Fortitude is like 30 seconds into the tech already?
This is extremely strong play by Fortitude. This is outstanding. Didn't get the expansion cancelled, but he gets damage done against the economy regardless, wherever he can.
Here's the tech, 6 minutes 20. Fortification at the bottom with the shop. Still, there should be so much map presence with the strong ghouls, with the mercs, but he just can't get anything done, really.
Players' forces are under attack.
Finally, Happy's economy is well established back at home, but 40's got that little edge. Getting a ghoul kill maybe here and there. Alley-oop between Archmage and Footies. God damn! 40 is playing so good right now.
Dude, he is on a mission after that devastating defeat to Lin to set a statement that he's gonna be a force in the playoffs. And brawling in the middle costs a couple of footmen. You want to rotate out of them anyway, I imagine. Happy is getting kills though.
Experience is also going to make a very big difference here. Level 4s, level 5s, very strong for both heroes. But yeah, this is great for 40. Trading footies for ghouls he loves to do every day of the week.
Exactly. Footies, no longevity later. Ghouls, big time. Lots of corpses here for more skellies, but no more mana. Archmage just stalling and waiting. That tier 3 has been queued. The Mountain King is there. Nice flow chart for 40. No hurry.
Lumber is looking fantastic, by the way. His peasants have never been in danger because he was always the aggressor. He was always forcing Happy to react.
Forces are under attack.
This is a fantastic series by Fortitude. Holy hell.
Scary. Scary, scary. That Berserker will also fall. Archmage is so fast. The fireballs are so hot. Just like 40 in this entire series. Ka-ching. 3.7.
Cryptod very hurt here, by the way. Heal scroll already necessary because Cryptod was low HP, wants to stick around, wants to keep brawling. He's almost level 4. It's going to be a good level up for him.
Oh, man, 2 mercs dead for basically nothing. If he gets the last... Oh, he snipes him! And he gets level 4 with that Berserker. Might find himself in the surround, but the footy is there for the counter block. Now sees the first 2 fiends, but they're not much of a threat to an Archmage anyway. This is crazy Archmage play by 40. Nah, will he get that ghoul? I guess so.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, has to let him go.
Good saves there by Happy. MK though, he wants to get a piece of the action. He's gonna get a fiend.
Loves them fiends, hell yeah. That's a timing Happy should have anticipated, I guess. And then not really commit the fiend to that position. The fact that 40 is not moving back with an Archmage like this, like the disrespect almost. Like, what are you going to do to me? Your fiends just don't really touch me. You don't have Coil Nova ready. You don't have any mana, really. This is so much confidence.
Sick play by Happy. Sick play by 40, excuse me. So you're saying it for Happy, but this is 40 just
Bad
on
boy.
another level today.
Bad boy.
This is really, really sick. Right now, Happy can enjoy map control. He's got the stronger army right now with fiends on the field. Fortitude is still waiting quite a while until he gets his force out. He is going mass the Griffins. Going back to what used to work back when Human was dominating for a while against Cryptlord, and that is the mass Griffin play against which the Cryptlord can't do much.
Yeah, there's nothing really. We have the Wand of Negation once again and a mana potion, but in other matches versus Human, he had 2 of each. Now he only has 1 of each, shows that he's a little bit under pressure, and 40 gets a lot of stuff done again with Archmage Mountain King combo. Always distracting Happy, always forces him back, but the floodgates are open for the Human base.
Fiend's gonna be trapped in the main base. There's gonna be a bunch of kills here. Fiend kills also means less anti-air later against the Griffins, which will be coming. So much gold on 40, holy hell. But they're not here yet. And right now, Happy is making this main base very unhospitable.
Okay then, Pelly is out for a couple of saves, maybe. 40 food only, 1 statue joins the fray as well. We're blasting out our spells. DK level 2.2 is nice. Militia here to arrest all these ghouls. Double kill. These Griffin Aviaries in an interesting spot, by the way. Mountain King versus Cryptlord, the never-ending battle. We do have more mana on the Dwarf, but such is the case on the DK. So a little bit of healing coming in. 40 dude, he's not producing anything.
Now coming. The first knight is here as well. At some point, Happy will have to leave, but he wants to delay that as long as he can. Death Knight's difficult position, but he's got Invo Potion, Heal Potion, sticking around a bit longer. Big Impale again. This was a lot of peasants going down.
Yep, similar-ish plays that he did during the downtime against Pally Rifle, always hitting that Human base. If they get overconfident, they're nuke. No, a little too late. If the Humans get overconfident and don't fortify them, punish it. But does that really matter if the Human was on 2k gold anyway?
He's not on 2k gold anymore, Neo. He's also not on that much supply anymore. 59, still spending his bank. Lots of lumber peasants died, by the way. Lumber could be an issue later on as well. This is 1-1 Griffins only. This is far from their max cap potential, and you need to have the max cap to convincingly own these fights.
Okay, we have double Rex, double Workshop, triple Aviary. That is 7 production buildings. Some players of a certain race wants to tell you there's no way to play more than 2 production buildings. 40 is playing with 7. Let's see who's right and who's wrong.
One Fiend being picked off right away. There's almost no web here, but there is Destroyers. Against 0 gyros right now. These Destroyers are untouchable at the moment.
Well, Water Elementals might help a little bit. Griffins can't do much, that is correct. No rifles either. trying to free the ground from the Fiends. Oh man, that Archmage got nuked out of the horseshoes despite having a potion there. Didn't see it coming. Point blank. Level 2 for the Paladin. Maybe Divine Shield is the right call right now. Where is the anti-air?
It's not coming. There is gold available. Gyro production needs to start heavily. But the thing is, when you're far behind in gyro production and the destroyers are already there, this is not a good news because the destroyers can fight back, especially with mana. The main base economy is absolutely wrecked. One base econ only, 40 already in upkeep. He's running out of gold really fast. Happy is rich. 40 is technically up in supply at least, but Happy's position is clearly way better.
Right on. We also don't have flak cannons against the destroyer. Griffins intercepted. That's so many free kills here. Destro bust for the win. As long as they have mana, they are really scary. And the Beetles there make sure that this main basic economy is not getting up anymore. Smart to leave them behind. Now we got a handful of gyros. Oh, not even. That's the smallest, tiniest hands that I've ever seen with only 2 gyros available. Ooh, 40 in the ropes.
He was chilling in no upkeep for a long time, by the way, was trying to get as much gold out of it as he could. He realizes this was a devastating, crippling blow. And now he's going to go for another tech switch. Not just pure Fiend Destroyer anymore. In fact, Fiend time seems to be over. It's Gargoyles. Very rarely seen these days. They tend to get owned by gyros in the late game, but not when you're far ahead.
It's a numbers game then. Happy also opens up the 12 o'clock. Might be a third base for him. 3 attack upgrades for the Gargoyles will be really good. He is giving Fortitude time to recover, at least army-wise. Not economy-wise. Beetles constantly chipping away. 40 only interested in experience. Level 3 Mountain King, but that won't help against the mass air.
Happy here, miles and miles ahead. He could go for the 1 armor upgrade as well. Seems like that would have huge value. Good on the hero levels. Only level 3 Lich is missing. Other than that, looking strong. What are the human heroes saying? AM4, MK3, that's good. Pally 2.5, a little bit less good. But look how long it took to clear out the main base. The Beetles only now going to be cleaned up. Peasants have to get back to work. And that's thousands of gold lost.
Lich is also looking like an absolute monster with double gloves, double claw, one of them +8. Potions are looking good, TP is looking good, upgrades are looking really good. Happy is making sweet adjustments here. Triplet already level 5. Gyro numbers up to 8. Against destroyers, that would be nice. Against Gargoyles destroyers, he needs a lot more.
Heal scrolls for Happy here would also be huge. Of course, gyros do AoE with the flag cannon. Kind of surprised he's not going down to the shop to grab that heal scroll. But Happy is building a huge army. Buying some more items, why not? He had lots of gold, and now at 88 supply, pretty much is Happy. Looking for the knockout. Looking for peasants as well, but there's not even any that have been resupplied.
That's right, holding on for later. No third base by Happy. We got Illusions Gargoyles. Love to see it. Destroyer mana, he got 1. It's not too much. But with the castle falls, that's a major issue. Okay, we got the fight now. Will the gyros prevail?
Be all about the air fight, of course. Almost no ground units available. This also makes the crypto a lot worse. He doesn't really have anything to impale here. And the gargoyles are taking a good chunk of damage.
Jesus!
Gargoyles perhaps backfiring here.
The kiting by 40 was gorgeous. Can he get the kills though? Paladin level 3?
They connect though. When they connect, the gyros are going down. They came from behind. And now they're all dead. And this game's over.
Holy! Good start to the fight, but he couldn't keep up the pace. Again, we gotta say, similar to what we've seen yesterday and before, 40's in-fight macro shows weaknesses. Floating so much, not producing during fights is a rather simple mistake. Of course, you gotta micro on the highest level, otherwise there's flaws there. But that really broke him because Happy was producing, and 40 took some time there, even though he had the resources, and then Happy chops his head off with a brilliant counter push.
That was an epic series yesterday. One of my favorite series of the season. Sock versus 120. Had it all. Long games, 5 maps, back and forth. A little bit of throwing in between, but really high level. Cool play, which is of course also exactly what these two provide. Man, would I love to see into their heads right now. What are they thinking for displaying now for the rest of the series? Thinking ahead of the Ascension phase. Of course, the chance of these two meeting is quite high.
Exactly. Fortitude will start a bit earlier. But if Fortitude wins his quarterfinal, he will meet Happy in the semifinal. So much is clear. And 40, of course, as the god gamer that he is, goes into the favorite against pretty much everyone. Maybe with the exception of Lin. If Lin wins Infi, Kaho, and 1-2-0 back-to-back.
Yeah,
40's losses this tournament were Labby and Lin and Lawlight. Lawlight, the only other player he lost to.
Epic
That's
series
actually a
also.
bit of a
This
surprise.
game on Northern Isles that you casted, man. Hoo, mental.
Yeah, this league has been providing many amazing games. So many highlights. Can't wait for the playoffs, dude. It's gonna be so sick.
You gotta, Remo. You gotta wait a little bit, though. Almost an entire week. What can we possibly do to cut this time? Well, cast more Warcraft. That's what we can do. Of course, just because Super League goes into a break doesn't mean back to Warcraft goes.
We're gonna check out some WSB. We're gonna check out some other tournaments that are gonna be happening. There is gonna be more Warcraft, of course, but the highlights are gonna be starting on Thursday. Mark it in your calendar, boys. Thursday, it's coming up. Happy here trying with a different expansion timing. Take a note of this. He's not going for the Ziggurat early. He's going for the Haunted Goldmine first, hoping that this one can finish before the AM level 3 push comes, which I don't think is gonna work out, but let's see.
Let's see. Indeed, the Ziggurat first was a nice adaptation earlier against more or less a rushing Archmage or a faster hitting Archmage. Now we switched the timings around. I feel in the public eye still timings very, very, very much underrated. As oftentimes, of course, the unwashed masses only look at hero combos and maybe unit combos, but timings, man. All about them timings.
AM's level 3 here, nice and early. 3.5 minutes, Neo. This is faster than anybody else can get it. Fortitude making good usage this entire series of his race advantage. And now looking for the attack against Happy's base. Haunted Goldmine not far from being finished, by the way, but there's certainly still a window to get that cancel.
And you can open that window wide with the item that he found with the
Oh,
big mana.
Impale.
Getting caught, though, very early. Reposition with the staff that was anticipated to the right-hand side, but the illusion was parked already as a target. Dribbling in with the Water Elemental. Happy has the block up.
Has to block a lot here, though, to save this expansion. And so far, the block is working out quite well. 8 seconds for the expo.
Oh,
5 seconds.
So close, man. You
4.
gotta make a decision if you want to cancel or not. Archmage damage is gone, and he has to cancel. The fast
second.
expo doesn't work. 1 second.
And a bunch of acolytes there as well, ready for the repair. Happy trying something different, but just a couple of seconds missing right there.
Crazy tempo by Fortitude. Oh my. And now, of course, the world's his oyster. His tech is finished in a couple of seconds, and Happy is once again down the dirt.
And this could certainly be another cancel. There are more water elementals, plenty more that can be summoned. Enough damage already.
Yep.
Just a couple of footies are enough here.
Yep.
Oh, Happy. Did he even cancel? I'm not
I
sure.
didn't see it, but sometimes it's a bit misleading. Does it really make a big difference? He took so much damage already. Now he doesn't have the lumber for another attempt. It's getting from bad to worse as 40 is dribbling around him on the left-hand side. That graveyard might also be a ripper. And Mountain King and Priests are coming already.
He seems to have found his match here today. Archmage. Careful now.
Graveyard.
Cancel though regardless.
Meet your maker, Happy. He's scouting for a counter expansion because 40 is so far ahead that it could be a viable play. No shop though.
I'm gonna pick up the next item. Yo, Deviant is coming in with another €25, excuse me, big donation. Says 40 is out of this world. Yeah, he's playing amazing today. Also, today, like, sometimes you have these days where just everything goes right. Other days, you have these days where everything goes wrong. But today is clearly a day where almost everything goes right.
When am I getting these good days in my ladder runs?
Good question, Neo. Maybe you gotta pray to Jesus a little bit more.
Deviants, dude. This is donation 6 or 7 in less than 7 days. You are a hero. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad you enjoy it so much. I know one person residing in Moscow who doesn't enjoy this time so much. That is Happy. Mountain King in. Impale misses the Archmage, getting mostly footies. Will help him on the race to level 4. And he got a big mana potion now himself.
Sits here pretty important, by the way. So these impales are also, these denies are also relevant. It's a wasted impale. Happy, a little bit frustrated, it seems.
Oy, oy, oy. I don't want to be in his proximity. It's gonna be he's gonna devour these Oreos today like he's the Cookie Monster.
I guess that makes 40 the cookie clicker. He's been clicking them down one by one, just like these acolytes right now. Gonna take out one. Only now mining begins for Happy.
Siege is on, man. No retrain this time. Holding on to that play. The militia are here. With that, we should expect mortar teams once again. If this expo is broken, Happy is broken. This would then be his third loss, right? In the group stage. Labby and Lin were able to do it too.
Labby, Lin, 40, some of the strongest players in this competition. Happy, of course, is one of them. But yeah, Labyrinth. If everything keeps going the way we're expecting, Labyrinth will have the fewest losses. I guess that's guaranteed already. Never mind.
Yeah, 13 wins in a row, man. That is just outstanding. Towers coming. Not too much space here on this island on Northern Isles. So Happy has a little bit of time, but I want to remind you, we're 9 minutes in. We're still TO1, and we're at 80 lumber. He will not tech for 2 to 3 minutes.
And now we have Dispel as well. All of a sudden, the big strength of the Cryptord, the Beetles, is being taken away. Mana Potion committed. Cryptord now, lots of juice.
Okay.
This Ring of Regen has been fantastic, by the way.
Arcane Tower broken for now. Big Mana Potion committed. Impales are nice, and the ghouls clean up a lot of that siege.
Mountain King, he might be falling here. Right clicks from the Fiends. MK, can he survive? No, he can't. Archmage, where's he going?
Well,
Far
chasing.
forward, but nothing to fear at the moment, I guess.
Mountain King will come back in a bit. The Fortitude remembers to rebuild him. At the moment, not the case. There we go. 30 seconds. I think Archmage wanted a lot more of these ghouls. They were also hurt. We got another dono. Knusby, thank you for the 350.
Happy. Only now teching. Ooh, boy. Is that late?
But he did hit the 10-minute mining super sharp, I gotta say. On the second.
Oh, he lost the Mountain King, but he's back in no time. Only level 1, already returning. And the Rifle Priest army is still looking solid.
Still no shop. He does not creep up the marketplace to build towers here. The Doodads, which has oftentimes provided as a little bit of a sanctuary.
A player's forces are under attack.
Mountain King picked up a heal scroll. No invuln, surprisingly. He had the gold for it.
Okay.
Human levels rather low here. The big MK and Blizzard Danger is not there yet.
Right on. But the Stormbolt danger is always there. Fiend dead. Funnily enough, when the Fiend dies, the Crypt Lord levels up. Has another Impale. That's the last one. Priests need a lot of healing, but the Fiends, man. The Fiend shots are awesome.
The priests are away. All of a sudden, the rifles aren't getting healed. They're a lot less sturdy, and now some of them might be falling as well. Did cost a bunch of ghouls and fiends again, though. Happy still not in a very easy position here to defend at the expansion.
Dude, if he holds this with the 10-minute tech timing, that is just absurd. Mountain King, the real Mountain King in the back this time. Here comes the workshop, but yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Feet falling. And Happy comes in with a €3 dono. I'm going to stress eat Oreo after this series. Get him in, brother, get him in.
Happy holding on to the expansion, but the workshop is coming up. This is going to make things even more difficult. Archmage also close level 4 now. This is going to be a very valuable level.
More mana, more bolt, more kills. You get the mortar team soon, as you said, but that would mean that 40 breaks upkeep.
Again, no altar by Happy, by the way. Forgot about his altar again.
What the hell, dude?
1 minute late. He can go for mana potions now. This is now a big upgrade for him. Double mana pot used right away. Normally he also wants to have a shop at the expansion. That's not the case here.
We got a little time to breathe with Infi lagging currently. Oh, this is a very much respectable defense by Happy, I'd say so far.
But with the DK being late, with statues nowhere in sight, and more teams coming, I think 40 has a decent chance of breaking through here.
Do you think Happy type ...
It's the first real lag today, so I think one lag he can stomach.
Next to all the Oreos?
A player's forces are under attack.
You think his mind is on the Oreos already?
Oh, 100%. Level 4 Archmage, dude. Nice. Happy invested a lot in consumables. 8 charges of Wand of Negation, double mana pot, and a heal pot.
Oh! Yeah, I guess he did have lots of gold, so why not, I suppose? And a new shop at the expansion can mean new items. One mortar team, by the way. Not the craziest damage yet. That can be repaired fairly easily.
Okay, Happy marching forward with the Fiends. Lots of lags, lots of damage. Wants to get this Arcane Tower out of the defense, but repair is there. And Mountain King throwing hammers. Some good damage done. Of course, has to wait a long time for that DK.
Another Impale comes through. And the Priest might be the prime target, but it costs a bunch of Fiends every time. Crypt Lord trying to run out of mana. But the Wand of Negation looking good here.
Ooh, the mortar almost killing the towers. Oh, the repair by Happy. Clutch.
No gold streaming in from the expansion right now. At the moment, it's only costing. More team pushed back for the time being. Death Knight hasn't even been started yet, by the way. What is going on with Happy's macro?
Yeah, something is really off. That was also noticeable in the matchup versus Lin. We get another Fiend kill here up top. We don't have Burrow or anything. The crypts have been busy producing. There was a little bit of an opening. Happy almost holding here, but 40 a little more solid.
Another Fiend kill, and that's MK3. That is a huge level up that we're seeing right here.
These hammers hit so hard. Crypt Lord behind enemy lines to get that damn mortar team out of harm's way to get a little bit more time for the repair. That was, by the way, 7 charges of Rod of Wand of Negation. He has 1 more only.
So many Fiends especially. Picks up a heal scroll and a staff. Sold some items.
Okay.
Happy's about to be broken again.
Looks like it, man. Looks like you gotta reset the fight. All these impales also. Usually we're used to seeing 90% of the army flying high up in the air. Here, not even close.
1 Ziggurat falls. Mortar team damage seriously stacking up. Here's an Impale. Looking for some kills. He'll scroll against it right away, though.
One mortar team still, so much repair necessary. Happy is broke, and Happy is only at 40 food. 40 can afford the world. More mortar teams, the damage is crazy, and the Mountain King is accumulating so much mana.
Good impale here, but the follow-up damage just seems so weak right here. It's been a long time since the level 4 Crippler in Happy's hands has looked so unimpressive. Fortitude just with a sick showing today. My. Happy experiencing losses towards the end of the season. They didn't do before. Crippler almost falling right here.
Ooh, it needs another coil that's ready in a bit, but that's 3 shots on that tower. And then Happy would be stuck at 50. He's marching forward with the arcane in tower range. That impale was a good one, but maybe too little and maybe too late. Happy is closing in on level 5, but it's such a slow progression.
Lord falls before the coil arrives. First hero is dead. This series is over. Fortitude beats Happy 3-1. End of the season. Fortitude in third. Happy in second position.
And Labyrinth in the grand final. The best performing player is not one of the holy triumvirate of Happy 40 Lin. No. It's the crazy Korean professor of the Undead. Labyrinth wins the Super League regular season. Here's the final standing, everybody. Labyrinth on top, 4.79 points per match. That's extraordinary this season, man. 13 wins in a row. Nobody was even close to Labby. He always had great ideas. He always was a super creative player that influenced a lot. And I think the success of 1-0 and Happy are oftentimes due to his pioneer work. Now he can reward himself finally with execution that's getting better and better. He defeated Happy in a mirror match. That's all you need to know about his level of play right now. Labby, double thumbs up, man. We've rarely seen a rise of a player like this. Then Happy, of course, for his standards, almost a disappointing season, I guess. It's only 3 points that separate them. But I also think if you ask Happy, he expects 14 games, 14 wins. Wasn't able to do that, and especially on the last leg, running a bit out of steam maybe for him also. No WSB, time to go back to the drawing board. That's gonna be 2,000 Battle.net games a day.
It looks like Happy is still very much bulletproof against Night Elf. Didn't lose to a single one the entire season. This has been historically always his strongest matchup, where he is insane and way better than any Undead ever was. This was also reflected in 1-0's games especially. 1-0 was struggling against Night Elf a lot. Labby actually did very well against Night Elf this season, but I think that's also because some of the Night Elves here underperformed. With Life and Kao doing better, I think they should have had a much better chance against Labby. I think Labby did catch some of these players not in their greatest shape ever, including Lin, for example. But yeah, still all the credit to Labyrinth. Really cool to see somebody else high up there. Big question, of course, will be, can you just play well? Can you just get far? Or can you also win the Tier 1 tournaments?